Okay, Councilman Rounds, will you lead us in the pledge?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I'd like to welcome everybody tonight to another town board meeting, this one on August 12th. And again, we're putting this on YouTube, and it was posted on the website. And hopefully in the near future, we'll be able to have meetings live. Unfortunately, if you look at the room, you can see the room a little bit, we're not allowed to have many people here if we social distance 6 feet apart. So that's the reason why we're doing them on YouTube. First item of business, we approve the minutes of the July 8th, 2020 meeting. Somebody want to do that? Motion by John, second by Rich. Any discussion? All those in favor? Aye. Okay, Pam Lloyd will give us the town clerk's report.
Marriage license fees of $70, clerk fees, photocopies and faxes of $58.75, certified copies of $280, landfill fees and punch cards totaling $20,896, dog licensing, including dog boarding, dog impoundments of $477, building permits of $241.50, and septic permits of $35, bringing total local share permitted of $22,058.25.
Thank you, Pam. Supervisors monthly reports, total monies on hand, $2,588,800.82. Assessors report.
Assessors report for August. Preparation for 2021 rolls are underway. For the next few months, sales to assessment ratios reviewed and analyzed. This process is what we use to determine the equalization rate for next year, 2021 rolls. New York State Office of Real Property Tax Service determined that this town's equalization rate 2020 would be 97%. This indicates residential property values have been rising slightly for the past few years. Official letter of them has been received and has been posted to the accessory bulletin board outside the supervisor's secretary's office. It's been submitted right in there.
Okay, Justice report.
Justice. For July, Judge Fisk heard 45 cases, collected fines of $1,557, fees of $350, and surcharge of $547. Judge Winslow heard 26 cases, collected fines of $2,850, fees of $73, surcharges of $1,055. Total new cases in July were 49. Total dollars received in July, $6,452. The town share for April, $1,920.
Dog control.
Dog control for July. Received a call about non-stop barking of loose dog at 24 Karen Avenue. Upon arrival, I spoke with Donald Van Gilder. Mr. Van Gilder stated that his dog had gotten loose the night before, but he did not know about the barking. Mr. Van Gilder stated that his father was home most of the time and he would speak to him about the barking. Mr. Van Gilder stated that his dog was up to date on rabies and licensed in town. A verbal warning was given about the barking and the dog let loose. Received a call from Ashley Slosh saying that she had picked up a little dog on Route 9 by Pack Forest. Ms. Slosh stated that she had the dog at her job in Chestertown and went to Chestertown, picked up the dog, and took him to the fence walls of the office. Did a follow-up with Tom Clayfield about his dog Jimmy. Jimmy had not passed yet and seemed to be doing okay. Received an anonymous call about someone letting their dogs go to the bathroom on neighbors' property on 52 Elm Street. Upon arrival on 52 Elm Street, I spoke with Rick. Rick stated that the property was his and showed me what it says were his property line. Mr. Antonaccia also showed me a bag he used to clean up after his dog. He was given a verbal warning about not having his dog licensed in town and was leaving until the 16th of August. Received a call from the state troopers about a bite that happened on 721 at 40 Burdick Avenue, Unit A. Upon arrival, I spoke with Ronald Tucker. Mr. Tucker stated that a dog belonging to his roommate bit him as he was coming out of the bathroom. Mr. Tucker refused to give out any information on Miss Rumble for fear of being evicted, even though she was not home at the time. Mr. Tucker stated that Miss Rumble abuses her animals. Mr. Tucker was convinced by the state troopers and myself to go to urgent care for the bite. Received a call from the Warren County Sheriff's Deputy saying that 2 dogs were loose on Burdick Avenue. Deputy stated that one dog had gotten loose while on a walk and the other had gotten loose because the door had been left open. Deputy stated that the resident at 37 Burdick Avenue claimed that the loose dog attacked his dog and threatened to shoot him with a pellet gun. Deputy stated that one of the dogs belonged to Mary Grumble and was the same one from the fight that occurred on July 21st. I was at work at the time and I could not respond. Went to 40 Burdick Avenue Unit A with the state trooper about the fight and the loose dog while he was home at the time. My contact information was left with the residents. It's from Mary Grumble. Contacted me later in the day and agreed to meet with me. Received a call from Caleb Barrett saying that her dog was the one that got loose the day before and was the one that got loose while on a walk. Miss Barrett stated that her dog is up to date on rabies and licensed to. Verbal warning was given about her dog being loose. Up to 40 Burdick Avenue, Unit A, with state troopers and Skelton with Mary Grumble. Miss Grumble stated that her dog had got loose 7:24 because the dog had door had been left open. Ms. Wells stated that her dog was not in the yard at 37 Burdick Avenue, but was in the road right there when he was caught. I explained to her the 10-day quarantine process because of the fight. She agreed to that, stated that Ronald Tucker had kicked her dog and that's why he bit her. I interacted with Brutus and he showed me no signs that he was aggressive toward people. She stated she had taken him to the vet at 7:25 to get rabies shots. Proof was provided. She was given a written warning for not having her dogs licensed. It was given until 9/1/2020. Received a call from town supervisor about a loose dog near Stewart's. On arrival, I was told by a citizen that the dog was a black pug and lying behind the dentist's office. I went behind the dentist's office and no dog was found. I then went up past Glenville and found the dog back at his home, 6 Pasco Avenue. I spoke with Nick Bruce. Mr. Bruce stated that his dog had got loose throughout the gate. Mr. Bruce stated that Max was up to date on rabies but not licensed. A verbal warning was given about the dog not being licensed and being loose. Mr. Bruce stated that he would get Max licensed next week. Received an anonymous call about a dog left in a car in the Tops parking lot. Upon arrival, I noticed a black Ford car with a Louisiana Mountain Dog in it. The car was parked in the shade and had all 4 windows down. There was a temperature gun and inside the car was 99.5 degrees. The owner of the car came out shortly after I spoke with Lori Andrews and explained to her the dangers of leaving the dog in the car on a hot day, even in the shade. Ms. Andrews apologized, stated that her dog was up to date on rabies, licensed in town, and lives on 22 Mount Avenue. No further action.
Okay. Planning department.
Planning, there were 2 septic and 9 land use development permits issued the month of July. The planning board nor the zoning board will be conducting meetings this month due to the lack of application.
You want to read the enforcement too, Brian?
Sure. Jim's been busy.
Yep.
Sent several warning notices for grass over height. Advised the property owner at 3753 Main Street he could not plant trees next to the fire hydrant at that location. Responded to a complaint of a strange odor on Harrington Hill, none was found. Responded to the complaint of violations of COVID-19, referred them to the hotline. Jim's office has no jurisdiction over these complaints. Responded to an inquiry to people held by clients of a legal office for violations. Checked at various times for a complaint of short-term rentals at 49 and 51 Orton Drive, no evidence of red tape. Provided a list to the water department of locations, 7 different locations, watering with automatic sprinklers out of hours. Received, investigated a garbage complaint at 19 King Street, none found. Checked sewer install on Newton Street, info is in the files. Sent out a request short-term rental packet. Responded to a complaint at 3951 Main Street, and checked the beach parking lot for general barrier on top of that location.
Okay, thank you. Beautification, somebody want to read beautification? Okay, go ahead. Rich?
Good. All projects and events are following COVID-19 guidelines. Warrensburg Community Garden, Soil and Water presented an online workshop to discuss some of the conservation practices they have been demonstrating at the garden. The pollinator hedgerow has been planted, and old composting system is being cleaned out and will be moved. The new composting system will be part of another workshop to be held at the garden in the fall. Landscape maintenance of all the planting beds continues throughout town. Warrensburg Riverfront Farmers Market is following the New York State Ag and Markets COVID-19 guidelines for the operation of the farmers markets, updated on August 3rd. Music is now allowed but will not be promoted. Blueberry Festival will sell on July 24th, featuring Warren County grown berries, sample plates to go, great publicity following the event, Channel 10 News video, and large photo on the front page of the Gold Star. A gathering of Adirondack artisans, formerly Adirondack Riverfront Arts Festival, will be held this Friday, August 14th, 3 to 6 p.m. at the market. Nice publicity with front page article and photos in last week's Sun, press release, and Facebook event. A nice variety of local crafters will be demonstrating and selling. Warren Tannery Park and Heritage Trail, GIS trail mapping by Queensbury planner George Hilton and Jim Lieberman on July 17th. Update from Jim on July 22nd. GIS map from Electric Avenue. Jim will meet with our committee in town to discuss at a later date, September date to be determined. Phragmites on Echo Lake. Invasive species that is taking over the lake, working with soil and water to determine the best and most cost-effective treatment methods. Meeting needed with the town, Tony Stein, Echo Lake Camp, and private property owners. Beautification Awards nominations for 2020 are now being accepted, respectfully submitted by Teresa Whalen, Chairperson of Warrensburg Beautification.
And again, I'd like to thank Teresa and her team for all the work around the flower beds, and also to the town crews for keeping all the properties mowed, and with the rain and the hot weather, the grass continues to grow. Economic development, Rich.
I'd like to, I'm very happy to report that some of the items we were working on to assist people that are already in business in Warrensburg have played out well for these local businesses. And it's allowed them to stay in business by taking advantage of the PPP loans. It's allowed some people who didn't think they qualified for unemployment as a business owner. We were able to help them through the Glens Falls Economic Development Organization to apply for that unemployment and receive it. It took several months, but I'm just excited to see our people not suffer economically. And I've been able to turn our focus from helping the people that are already here back to trying to do things to develop our Main Street and other business opportunities in the community. And I'm proud that there's Warrensburg as a group of people is very enthusiastic to want to participate and move things forward. So thank you to the community, and thank you to the team here for being supportive to try to bring things about in the town.
Thanks, Rich. Brian?
Highway, we've been busy most of the month, brushing out up on Alden Avenue and blacktopping 1.5 miles. It also helped the towns of Stony Creek and Lake Luzerne with their paving projects. They fixed a bad portion of Hastings Street and then using the county's vac trailer to clean out some catch basins around town. They've installed a new culvert on Library Avenue and have filled in numerous washouts throughout the town from the tropical storm that came last week.
John? Landfill?
Sure, landfill. As, you know, the spreadsheet shows, we're busy monthly, with positive revenue, but naturally we're still in the red, 13,000 because of the paying off the scales, but we're doing good. I think that in the long run, scales are gonna make a big difference at our landfill. And, moving forward with already observing out
Yeah, we're saying next month we should break even
That's right.
after, we still have to, we did charge the demolition of 47 River Street off to the landfill, so once we sell that property, put that revenue back in the landfill, we should be on the plus side. Okay. Historian. I guess Donnie, that would be you. You can.
Visitors and inquiries. This is a historian's report. Email from Eric Schlemmer regarding the book he's writing. He gave us a great compliment. It's attached. Even I went through this section on Warrensburg and replied to a number of corrections and suggestions. I wrote back that we'd be able to include our names, and since I was not really happy with his description, I asked that he not include our names in the credits. Received a phone call from Tamara Bissett regarding a Legenheimer really, who assumed lived in Warrensburg in the 20s and 30s, and did not find anything, but sent to county historian to resend to all historians. Let's call from the county historian after asking who owns the property on Harrington Hill where Floyd Bennett lived. I sent him to our assessment. Meetings, she went to the Historical Society online, completed recording and filing huge Percy Huntley Austin donation, started working on 2 huge collections from the Matthews and the Rounds family, research on a quarterly article, a sequential letter which will be in upcoming issues. The letter was written in 1957 by a man who was born in 1879 and reminisces about Warrensburg's Lake in the early 1900s. And wrote 2 articles for the Quarterly, Spanish Influenza, and all 3 sites on Alton Avenue, which is attached. And put together a bookcase that holds 17 notebooks from Gene Patton from October 2018 till December 2019. And they contain articles from daily newspapers, so she will be arranging bookcases.
And I'll read the obituaries. Gary Kazowski, is that correct now?
I didn't take care of it, but it's all right.
Jack Hensler, Charles Frazier, Tommy Sprague, Thomas Gary Belden Sprague, Nancy Elizabeth Gregory Brainick, Elizabeth Teresa Peters Scott, Claire May Moffett Denton, and Sarah Faye Chamberlain. Okay, the historians reopened at the museum. We reopened on Wednesday, July 8th, with a shortened schedule of just 2 hours on each Wednesday and Saturday, plus 2 hours, normal 2 hours on Sunday. Readers volunteered sufficiently in advance to give confidence that they would continue in the fall at least. Masks are required for all visitors and readers alike. Visitors must sign the register and contact information upon arrival. The floor was marked to ensure physical distancing and consistent direction. The restroom is not available for visitors, so we will not require cleaning after each use. I retained half of the trolley exhibit and added segments of former exhibits, the stock car racing one, cartoons of Paul Gurney, and curiosities from the collection to appeal a variety of interests. Touchy-feely objects such as the WCS intercom, several loose-leaf books from the Civil War architecture and fire company exhibits were removed. Sadly, all objects from the children's toy train table were also removed. The table serves simply as a 3D topo map of the Schroon River running through the town and merging with the Hudson. The touchscreen computer is still available and now provides access to Past Perfect Online for anyone wishing to explore the collection, as well as access to our website. Readers must wipe the screen and keyboard between uses. Through July 29th, 10 2-hour sessions, we entertained 4 fully cooperative visitors. Not bad considering. With Windows 8 becoming obsolete, it was time to upgrade our main computer right upstairs. Our IT pro, Mike Calvin, made the transfer to a computer with Windows 10 previously donated by Rosemary Mahar. The transfer, along with the addition of a larger hard drive, was completed Thursday, July 29th. The computer used as the server for Past Perfect and has been upgraded by Mike earlier this year. During the month of July, there were 93 individual searches on Past Perfect Online. We continue to update and add information to our database. Respectfully submitted, Steve Parisi, Museum Director. And again, we thank Steve and Sandy for all they do with the history of the town. Parks and Rec.
The guys have been very busy mowing grass and weed whacking. They've been able to mow the well houses, the transfer station, and weed whack the whole Paper Mill Park. The platform overlooking at the Paper Mill Park is nearly completed. And when it's completed, we will start the boardwalk. The guys work for the school to set up the recreation field for graduation. I gotta say, it was a beautiful backdrop for graduation. It was.
Yeah.
And the debris at the beach parking lot has been ground up, hauled away, and daily dragging of the beach has led to positive feedback of the beach, especially some of the trees and light.
And I'd like to also offer my thanks to our crew, led by Larry Crandall at the Parks and Rec. They had numerous times they worked with the school to get the graduation the field working right and laying it out for the school. And I got a lot of compliments from Principal Dool and Superintendent Gorosky for the job that our Parks and Rec people do. So thank you to our Parks and Rec for all they do for the town. So now we'll go to the sewer report.
Sewer report for July. Cedarwood Engineering has been working on an updated screening system for the plant, as well as outsourcing sludge removal. We have pumped 73,886 gallons of sludge this past month. We had some operational problems along the way. Lauren from Schlack Chemical in the plant without chemical feed issues. We've had to put out the sludge sled a few times because of clogging. A new transfer switch has been installed earlier this year. Was not working quite right during our multiple power outages at the beginning of the month. Supplier sent a technician to repair it under warranty. The supply pump for the sand filter failed, was properly replaced with a spare pump that we had in stock. New batteries for the radio alarm system were installed at 2 pump stations that were no longer working when the power went out. Buckwheat and grounds work will always go when all the other fires are put out. We can't stand any one place around here and not find something to do. Submitted check factor. Water for August. There's 1 new meter installed and water turned on, 2 meters reinstalled and water turned on, 1 frost plate repair, 5 meter repairs, 3 turnoffs at the street repairs. On July 16th, we repaired a 6-inch main valve. While repairing that valve, a second valve nearby also broke. Both valves were repaired. This was caused from the manufacturers using iron bolts to replace them with stainless steel per manufacturer's instruction. On July 18th, the contractor was digging on Library Avenue, broke the service line to the main line, dug it up, and repaired it. Repaired 2 curb stops on Grand Avenue, 1 curb stop on Prospect Street, which led to the repair of the old galvanized line. Respectfully submitted, Tracy Benoit.
Before we go on to use, again, we do have a bid out to replace to improve the screen supply and installation at the wastewater treatment plant. I thought it was gonna be tonight, but the bid opening has been moved to the 28th at 1:30 PM here at the town hall. And the reason for it was to clarify some of the specifications. Some of the bidders came in and they needed some more clarification. So Cedarwood went through it and then re-advertised that they would do this on August 28th. So it'll still be done here at Town Hall, but it'll be August 28th. Also, in the water department, one of the things I like now is the crews are going around finding curb stops and curb shut offs that need to be replaced that were done. They've had trouble with them in the past. And they do take the initiative to mark them and to go out and change them. So they're doing a lot of preventive maintenance work right now while we're waiting for bids to come in on the transmission line replacement. So they again too are busy. And then as John stated in the sewer report, there's a lot to do down there at the sewer plant, and we're looking at ways to try to get some of that sludge out of the lagoons a little bit faster. But it's very, very, very pricey to do that. So you'll see tonight later on, we have 2 quotes on surveying the transmission line, and we got a pretty good price from one of the suppliers, which we'll act on later on. So both departments have been busy, and again, I'd like to thank our employees for continuing to work. And I must not forget that they are working on the river walk down at the Paper Mill Park. They have started that, and hopefully by fall, that will be done, and that'll be a nice walk along the Schooner River down there. So, and now, Donnie, youth?
The summer recreation program concludes tomorrow, the 13th. Mike Perone, the director, reported attendance has between 20 and 30 children daily. He also reported there were no problems or complaints during the 6-week program, not from any parents or community members. And he followed the New York State guidelines for summer day camps.
And that ends tomorrow, and again, a great job by Mike for coming to us with a plan at the beginning of this summer season, and working it pretty well to perfection. As I said, we have not had any complaints here at the town hall, so we're very happy with the way the summer program worked out. And thank you to Mike, and thank you to all the youth counselors who worked for us this summer. Tomorrow's the last day. Communications received a letter from Amber Sealy, which the board has talked about. It's about doing something on Hackensack Mountain for Tony Trapasso, and we have a plan which we're going to discuss with the family in the future. Unfinished business, this is planning and zoning workshop. I'd really like to set a date, but the issue is I really think we ought to be in the room here rather than do it by Zoom. Zoom meetings don't work on that because you get everybody talking and it's hard to control. Right now, I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, maybe 15 people we can put in this room is just not enough. But what I would like is anybody has any ideas, to please send them to me here at the town hall so we can start getting our list together. At least we can get, hopefully we can get a agenda set up, and we can do it that way. And then when we are able to get together as a group, we'll be able to work through an agenda, and everybody will have their ideas and thoughts collected. So if you have any ideas, I know I have some that I started, that I was given before this COVID set in. But if people have an idea what they'd like to see changed, please start emailing to us and we'll get them together. Brian, you'll lead for the town board because you had all that expertise. Please. The town clerk's training again was canceled, so Pam and her deputy were not able to go. I don't know when they're going to schedule it. The boundary line adjustment at Echo Lake, we got the maps today. That's all signed, and the only thing I lack is going up to Camp Echo Lake and getting signatures from the Stein, Tony and his wife. I'd like to thank Echo Lake. They were very good. We didn't really have a good map of the beach area. Now we have a good map of the beach area, and I gotta say, Tony, it's been excellent to work with, and once we get the agreement signed, everything will put to bed, and we'll have a true property line description of Echo Lake. And I know there's been consternation about when we did up there at Echo Lake. I've been told by certain people what a dumb idea, whose idea was it to cut the trees. It was mine, I told them. They said it was a dumb idea. Well, it's like I tell everybody, Rome wasn't built in a day. Just give us a chance to work on that, and you hopefully by next summer you'll see a different beach. I know the beach area is a lot better. I have some people who like it, and obviously people who like the pine trees don't think it looks that great. But give us a chance. If we do it the way I envision we're going to do it, it should turn out right. But you have to take the criticism along with the good. So, and then I had to serve the people chicken barbecue at the firehouse. So it's funny how things work.
Yeah, it was good chicken.
Yeah. The person asked me if they're going through paying for the barbecue. Whose dumb idea was it to cut those trees? I said, mine. Dumb idea. Your friend. Oh, Sarah. Oh, your friend. For Sarah. Yeah. Okay, new business. Resolution request from the Historical Society for $1,212 for Oxy tax funds for promotional materials. Somebody want to make a motion?
I'll make it.
Brian, second by Donnie to give $1,212 for Oxy tax. All in favor? Aye. Opposed, carried. We purchased 8 more diamond snowflakes for Christmas decorations, and this will be paid for out of occupancy tax funds, amount of $3,311.25. Those decorations are scheduled to go in King's Edition. We have nothing over in King's Edition, so that will be the next area we hit with some of the decorations. Resolution request to approve the out-of-district sewer contract with Paul and Corinne Spooner for the property located at 1 Orton Drive. This will be a single-family dwelling. It's on the left-hand side going up Hudson Street, which is not in the sewer district. Motion by John, second by Rich. All those in favor? And Brian's abstaining. Passed. Thank you. Resolution request to approve the town of Warrensburg alcohol and drug testing policy for commercial driver license holders. It was in your packet tonight. Also included is a general consent for limited queries of the Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration Drug and Alcohol Clearinghouse. What this is we have to have a drug and alcohol policy for our CDL drivers. And this is the same one adopted by the county as one that Eddie, Superintendent Panic wanted us to adopt, and we'll use it for all town employees. So somebody want to make a motion to approve this? Motion by Rich, second? Second by John to approve the Warrensburg alcohol and drug testing policy for commercial driver license holders. Any questions? All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Carried. All right. We have some sewer rate adjustments we need to do. The first one on account S0011 is National Grid account. It's up in Route 9, but there's no sewer up there, so we're going to change that to no bill. Account S0752, this is in the industrial park. We're going to change from no bill to a vacant billable lot, $100. And then at 15 Stacy Street, we're going to change that from you don't know, there's a snowbird rate for that. It's going to be changed to a 1 unit rate of $351. So somebody want to make a motion to approve the sewer rate changes? Motion by Donnie, second by Rich. Any discussion? All those in favor? Aye. Okay, on the water side, water rates, first one is account W1313, Edward Webster, 56 Elm Street. Change that one to $100 to a vacant lot. That meter was pulled. On W074415 James Street and W0230 17 Echo Lane, those are changed from single family to senior rates at $48 each. And W0552 Robert Newweller and 222 River Street, that's a business rate of $465. Somebody want to make that motion? Motion by Donnie, second. John, any discussion? All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Carried. Okay, the next one was the resolution request to hire Dara Land Surveying. They are on the county contract, and we need to survey the replacement transmission line from the water tank to the water system. We had two quotes on this. One was for $28,940, and the other one was for Dara Surveying for $15,400. So a motion to approve the Dara survey. Motion by Rich, do we have a second? Second by Brian. Any discussion? All those in favor? Aye. Okay. We have one budget modification. We did receive a whopping $1,265.14 for the county for the excess Oxy tax funds collected last year. So we have a budget modification revenue of $1,265.14, which will go into the Oxy tax A 6412-400. Motion to approve the budget modification. Motion by John, second by Donnie, to approve the budget modification. You've all had a chance to work at warrant number 8. Any questions about warrant number 8? It's a total of $222,284.64. A good portion of that, $166,447.49 is through the highway. That's mostly for the work. Any questions to approve the warrant? Motion by John, we have a second. Second by Rich to approve warrant number 8. All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Carried. I only have one comment tonight. Please, census is closing quickly. They moved the date up to complete your census until, I believe right now it's September 30th. So we were ahead of the curve, but we were lagging behind last year. So I gotta ask everybody in town who may watch this, may know somebody hasn't done it yet. It takes about 3 minutes to do it online. If you need help, please call my office. My secretary can help you work it through it. It is important that we get everybody counted in town. It is important that we get everybody counted in the county, because this is where a lot of your state and federal funds come from. And we also, it's based on weighted vote. The weighted vote in the county is based on population. So we've had the second most population compared to the city of Glens Falls and Town of Queensborough. We've always come in third. We don't want to lose that. Any comments tonight, Donnie? John, anything to add?
I got a call a couple days ago from the New York Power Authority. You and I met with Jessica a year or so ago about LEDs in our lighting district. And it was something we ideally like to do to save energy. We change all fixtures to LEDs in our lighting district. But it's just not cost effective. In theory, it's just, a lot of money to pay over years. But anyway, I got a call from the next fella in line, and it looks like they're making things much more attractive perhaps. So he's gonna email us, and we're gonna look at the formulas, what they're looking at. And I guess National Grid is coming around to do a lot more co-sharing with ownership and whatnot of our letting towns own these fixtures on poles that we don't need to rent anymore. So the good things are coming. Maybe it's good we waited it out a little bit to see that the programs are gonna get more attractive. So we'll see what kind of email we get from the fellow in Syracuse and see where we're going.
Brian?
No, everything's going good. The paving project, which is, I'm near to my heart, came out really nice up Olin Avenue, so we can open it up that way, take a ride and see.
Thank you. Rich, anything else?
As I'm working on recreational circumstances in the community, the one comment that I've heard on multiple occasions that I have presented you with is that people are getting on our Schroon River up by the one-lane bridge by the county home. And they come down to Warrensburg and they're finding it difficult to get back out of the river. So the suggestion has been made by Chuck Badarian and a few other local families that either Veterans Park, that seems to be the most likely spot. Maybe we can take a look at the feasibility of creating an ability for people to get on and off the river at that location. Because obviously one of the things that's been pointed out is we really don't want people tubing down past the Hudson Headwaters Bridge.
Or no further than that.
No, so I would ask that the board, give some consideration, do some study on it with our local team. And I don't think it would be all that involved to make it more friendly.
We'll look into it. Town clerk, anything tonight?
Nope.
Okay. Also, I'd like to thank Danny Oliver. Danny Oliver is our IT person tonight. She's in the back of the room making sure that we speak up and smile, and she does a great job. Is there any comments on mine that you saw? Any? No comments. Again, I want to thank everybody for being so patient during this time. Trust me, it's not easy for us here at the town. Again, thanks to all our town employees, thanks to the residents for being patient with us. And if you do have a concern, please get it to the town, our office, supervisor's office, and we are taking care of them, and I can't fix things unless we know about them. So please let us know at the supervisor's office and we'll try to get them. So with that said, motion adjourned by supervisor, or by Mr. Alexander, second by Ms. Winslow. Any more? Thank you all. Good night.
I think.
All right, guys. Thank you.